Hi guys, I'm so annoyed. I was there talking and didn't realize that I had the thing set to private. So I basically had to start all over. But anyway, welcome. Welcome. Let me know if you're here. Um, Glad to see that you guys are here. I literally just rinsed out my deep conditioner. I'm so sorry for the late start. But the day no people with the day out, but so it goes sometime. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna be twisting my hair while talking to you guys a little bit about the topic, weight loss, weight gain, body confidence. So sorry for the late start, guys. Hoping that you guys can hear me, and that you guys found the live now. Let me just tell, because people they ask me, I'm never realize, but they are chatting to people and never realize that there's something set to private. That's annoying. But welcome, welcome. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Lori. Hi, J Skull. Welcome, you guys. Comment and let me know if you guys are here. As I say, ugh, I just washed out my hair. So, just adjusting the light. Yeah, so I'm going to be twisting while I talk to you guys. I'm going to wait for a few more persons to join. If you're on, let me know. Let me know if you guys are on. Yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you guys are doing? How are you guys doing? How has your weekend been so far? Have you guys washed your hair already for the week? Or are you gonna wash it on Sunday? What's it up to? Like up the live, people. Like up the live. Like up the live. Oh, you're tired. Oh, shh. Laurie says her hair is still dirty. Girl, I know them guys there. But I can't really have the dirty hair thing for long because my scalp is a mess. A mess. A mess. It itches so badly. I know I'm gonna try the tea tree something where you tell me to try. Guys, I still have my birthday nails rocking. One of them pop off, but I want to refill them. Still have them here, them grow up enough, but more refill them weekend I come. Hopefully we can refill them. Hey Kim, what's up guys? What's up? Let me know, comment and let me know if you guys are here. I see you guys trickling in one by one. I'm sorry again for the late start. I was there talking on live and didn't realize that the video was private. So I basically had to set up another live. Um, yeah, girl, I know it's about the tea tree. I know I'm gonna reach for do it yet, but I really want to do it. I'm here dry out. I have hyperactive here, so my hair gets dry like really quickly, even though I just wash it out. But I have my handy done with the spray bottle. I just look and say, oh, I'm gonna see my spray bottle. I made sure to kind of have everything that I thought I would need, so I don't have to get up during the live. Welcome, welcome, guys. I see you guys coming on. Like up the live. If you're here, comment and let me know that you guys are here. Welcome. I wash my hair with what I usually wash it with, in case you're wondering. And I'm just gonna be twisting up with the Raw Shea Butter Deep Treatment Mask. I don't think this works. What them do? I'm a YouTuber, guys. Look. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be using to twist up my hair. I also have a spray bottle with some leave-in conditioner in there. It's the Cream of Nature Coconut Milk Detangling and Conditioning Leave-in. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not a professional, guys. Anyway, that me I use, people. So I put this in a spray bottle with some water. Because I want it to stretch. And I don't really like this product, honestly. How many twists are doing today, boy? I don't know, in a Lorian. Just twisting as far as I can go. Welcome, guys. If you're on the live, comment and let me know that you're here. Remember to like up the live. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys see my hair. As I said, if I'm here without no product, I literally just washed out my deep conditioner, and this is what my hair looks. like. I feel like it has grown a lot, but I am very interested. Hey, Regina, I'm very interested in kind of shaping my hair because right now it's just long, like in other dimensions, and some pieces short because sometimes I get frustrated and I just there's a knot, I just cut it. Man, about that detangle, I just cut it. So this is what my hair looks like. As I said, it already dry out because my hair dries out pretty fast because it's high porosity. But yeah, I really want to shape my hair. Yeah, Laura said she don't like that product either. But I'm the type of person if I don't like a product. So this thing is a deep conditioning mask, but I'm gonna be using it like as a twisting cream because this can deep condition my hair. Cannot deep condition my hair. But yes to the shaping. I really want to get my hair shaped. It literally was just dripping like 5 minutes ago, and now my hair is like dried out. But yeah, guys, that's the synopsis of what I'm gonna be doing to my hair today. I think I want to do a side part today. But anyway, I'm gonna be sectioning my hair and twisting and chatting as we go along. So as you saw in the thumbnail that I've been sharing or the post that I've been sharing, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about body confidence, weight loss, weight gain, all that stuff because honestly, that's a big part of my journey as a person. Weight loss, weight gain, and just body confidence. Like it has always been a thing for me. So I don't know if any of you can relate, but hopefully, I feel like I'm at a way better um place now in terms of those things. So I'm in a better position to kind of talk a little bit about it and just kind of share my story. Lori, you're funny. Thank you, Kim. Guys, Kim has a YouTube channel. That's the KDB. That's who is commenting now. Please go and check out her channel. She has a YouTube channel. Just go and subscribe. I don't think she has uploaded. I think her trailer or teaser video is already uploaded, but she'll be having some content coming soon. Please subscribe. Lorian also has a YouTube channel. That's Laurie Joe. Go subscribe to her YouTube channel, guys. Who else on here? J Skull has a YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe to J Skull's YouTube channel. Yeah, welcome if you're on the live, guys. Comment and let me know you're here. Anyway, I'm ramble too much. I'm going to start with. All right, so please do not mind my underarms too. Like, if you have a problem with underarms, get out of here. Just letting you know. I don't know how many twists I'm doing today, guys. I feel like I may go a little bit smaller in my twists, just because usually it don't take me no time to twist up my hair. But we're gonna be on the live and we're gonna be talking, so I may just do smaller twists. Noodles. Lori, go away from here. Guys, please run Lori and Johnson off of the live. But I'm gonna cover my noodle them. But yeah, my ear uneven, but I'm listening. So body confidence, weight loss, weight gain. So I've always been a bigger girl. I was always from prep school the biggest one in the class. Always, usually. Um, I was the biggest one in my class from ever since. I used to get bullied a lot in prep school, and that's no shade to anybody who I went to prep school with, and probably on this live. Hey, Brit. Brit has our YouTube channel, guys. Go and subscribe to Brit's YouTube channel. That's Blended by Brit. Go and subscribe to her channel. Anyway, this is a big enough section. Anyway, so yeah, as I said, used to get bullied in a prep school enough, and I was not confident or outspoken, maybe like how you see me now. That was definitely not my persona at the time. I was really quiet just because, like, of that too, of being bullied, and I was just like not the type of person to be like, no, but look good, you can't tell me nothing about myself. Like, I was never that kind of person, you know? So there's one story that I can never forget. Like, I remember this guy in prep school. And this is when it did actually get serious. Cause me not like confrontation, like me just not stay so. So me never ever while the people them who used to make fun of me in a prep school. I'm not calling any name. Ashley Simon, guys. Ashley Simon and I went to prep school together. But anyway, it was a guy, right? He was a guy. What I will say is his father was a maths teacher. That should have given all that. Anyway, he called me an ugly monkey. I remember that day, and I think that was a day when the teacher did actually know, say, yo, him did call me that. And I think the teacher did. I think that day I actually went home and told my parents that day. And they were like, what? Why that person would call you that? And it wasn't really a big thing, but I know like his parents were notified, about him calling me that. That is one of the stories that I can distinctly remember. And I remember him apologizing. But as I said, like I don't hold that against anybody because we were children at the time, like we never really understand what it means to be different, I guess, like especially in that time. Like I'm a 90s baby, so um, you guys are funny. But yeah, especially in that time, like you're a child, you don't really understand, you know what I'm saying? And also you would have see from like how your parents relate to people and them something there. That okay, maybe fatter people are not considered beautiful or whatever the case, are fatter people different. But take me gonna take so long to twist up that area. Come just a chat too and forget somebody to twist up the ear. Anyway, so yeah, he did call me an ugly monkey, and I was just like, I did feel bad. I'm not lie. I did always feel bad when people they are bullying me and something. Um, actually, said none of them boy did really actually. They never really true. But anyway, but throughout as we got older, and that would have been probably like really young in probably like lower school. What them would have called lower school in a prep school, so maybe like grade 3, them little grade 2, grade 1, them time there. But you see, the thing about it is, over time, I had company. So as we grew, people started to also get bigger. So I was not now the only big person. And because of how I kind of stay, I always felt like I was a very mature individual. Um, Girl, the names then when people call you, gosh, God no. Yeah, I was always a pretty mature individual from very, very early. And so other kids started to get big too. Like people did start growing, I wasn't the only big person, basically, at all. Girl, let me tell you something else. PE was a drama. When I tell you I used to dread PE, I used to dread PE because them used to always be making you race and look here, I'm big and heavy. I cannot run them fast something. And it's like if you can't run fast, like people make fun of you. Oh my goodness. Used to like when I tell you I used to dread PE days, I used to dread PE days. Dread because I just couldn't manage my own little weight. It was so rough. I'm not even lying. Yeah. But as people started to get bigger and we started to actually know each other on a realer level, I started to become I don't want to say popular because I don't think I did popular, but people started to actually see me for me and not just see me as the biggest girl in the class. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so prep school became a lot better, especially grade 6. Like when I was leaving prep school, I felt a lot better about myself. But then came high school. I was very nervous about high school just because nobody never know you. You never have your friends. Yeah, you would have move. I'm off, guys. Yeah, you would have one and two friends like Ashley Simon, Madden, where coming from prep school with you, but that not means that you and them would have been at the same class. Cause I went to Arden High, and they basically group you based on your last name for the most part. If you came in through the GSAT, if you did come in like through transfer or whatever, then you probably would not be grouped with necessarily with based on your last name. So I was nervous about going to high school just because I just felt like it would have started all over again. Like I would have started going through the whole bully thing all over again, and people I would be once again be just known for being the biggest person. You know what I'm saying? Yes, big up all the Ardenites in here, big up on a good self. Yeah, and so I was really nervous about going to high school. But anyway, high school came, and again I was still nervous about PE. I'm not gonna lie. But another bigger guys gonna see on my ear Tally, watch that. Jano. Anyway, it's gonna shrink right up. But hey Janelle, hey girl. Guys, Janelle has a poetry page. Sirika, Janelle, please put the spelling comment the spelling, please, so everybody can go and check out Janelle's poetry page. That is if she wants to know for check it out. But yeah. So at Arden, yes, of course, when you're going to a high school, it's not like the little 30 kids in your class from prep school, or the little 300 people where they are the school they are come from. It's a big melting pot of people. And because I went to prep school, a lot of the kids were, I don't want to make this sound away, but a lot of the kids were kind of from the same social background in a way, if you understand what I'm saying. But if you understand what I'm saying, but when you go to high school, like you have a melting pot of all kind of kids from everywhere. People from Linstead used to come to Arden, people from all over used to come to Arden High. And so I was not necessarily the biggest or the only big girl there, but it's still big, you know what I mean, compared to the other people in them now. And when I think to myself, I'm just like, I wish I was the weight and size that I was when I was in high school. But so you have the 1 and 2 nasty, disgusting boy them, that are very immature. And as I say, I don't hold this against anybody, because to me, I feel like we're children, like, we're still learning, even though I am still learning, we're very mature and all that. So I don't hold anybody who ever made fun of me in high school. I don't hold it against anybody, you know what I mean? Like, I'm past that now. Like, I'm confident. Like, I love me for me. But all walks of life for real, Kim. So what I was nervous about was PE. Now, because you're in high school now, you don't wear your PE clothes to school. So when I was going to prep school, you have a designated PE day and you wear your PE clothes to school. But when it comes to high school now, you literally have to wear your regular school uniform, and then you change into your PE clothes when it's PE time, right? And look here, when I tell you, say, I used to hate that. And just because I was so uncomfortable with myself, and as I said, not many people looked like how I looked like. Not a lot of people did little and maga and neat and a little body, and me did just big. And I thought in my mind that I was so much bigger than everybody, you get me? And I felt so uncomfortable every time it was PE time. I used to hide. There used to be some showers in the bathroom. I used to hide in there and change, because I'm like, I don't want nobody to see me. First of all, I don't even really know them people, yeah. And I don't want them to scandal me and say, oh, my places and my parts, them don't look the same as them. Like, seriously. And I mean, that is kind of how I went through it in 9th grade. I would say that in terms of what we actually did for PE, though, it wasn't that bad. Because whereas in prep school, like, everybody after this old track and field, running something. Every PE thing is running, and holy for something like. But at least in high school, you basically I think if I'm remembering correctly, every term you kind of did something different. So there was a term when you did netball, and there was a term where you did basketball and some different stuff. So you had like a variety of things to do. It wasn't just like track and field all the time. And we did also have like theory stuff in PE, meaning the book part. I'm alright with the book part. I don't know the so I could have do the book part. Yeah, girl, hiding in the showers and in the stall was my thing. And it was so weird to me, because other girls, like, who were in my class and stuff, they were so confident. Like, them used to change and make everybody see them. And I don't know how them did do that, but me never reached this. So anyway, I did thank God, I'm glad say. At 9th grade, PE stopped. I was really, really glad for that, because I never liked that something there. But then also, I used to play at the end of high school, prep school. At the end of prep school, I actually started playing netball, as in, my team did play like the shooter position them, because obviously me bigger than everybody and taller than everybody. So them either make me play GA, goal attack, or goal shoot, GA. And then one of the most memorable things in terms of high school was that we were I only have a brother, you see, and I never really grew up with no whole for female, and how me grew, I never really kind of stay them kind of way there. Yes, girl. I felt like everybody was just confident and just me with my body here, so afraid and something. Cause I was so scared of what people would think. But there was one semester when we had this netball competition. I will never, ever forget that. Because to me that was kind of like a breaking point for me, breaking point. Or like me did kind of something go click in my mind. So I'm not very confident in sports wise and them something there. Like I just don't like those kind of things because I feel like because of my size, like I can't do them something there. You know what I mean? But we had this interform competition at the interform it did name interform competition. And it was netball, and it just so happened that my class, big up sixth stream, if you know come from sixth stream, was like in the finals for the interform. And then did have me playing goal shoot. Them did have me playing goal shoot, and this girl named Sulian, she bad on the netball still. Man, I tell a lie, and her body did up to me. She had a very nice body when I was in high school. Um, and she was goal attack, which would have mean said goal attack more run up and down and something kind of if you know about netball, the goal shooter basically is confined to a smaller space than the goal attack. So anyway, I play goal shoot obviously because I'm tall, so I'm in the run up and down something. And I remember it was probably like a few minutes left in the game, and we did they are playing. I think we were even leading and something, but it was still kind of close. Yes, it was still kind of close and something. Yes, Sulian was a star athlete. Big up your good self, Sulian. Um, and I remember she passed me the ball. This is like at minutes counting down now. Ew, here. Minutes counting down now, and she passed. Like I don't know. I think probably. Yeah, let me tell you what happened. You see, because Sulian played good, like them did have people on Sulian guarding Sulian. You understand? Because Sulian was making most of the shots. No problem. Me no mind. Me no mind. But anyway, so me end up get the ball now. Last something there. And then pass the ball to me, and I'm like, I was right in the position to shoot. Remember me, I tell you, and Danny was in my street. So Danny is a boss netballer too. Um, and something, and I remember everybody was like, "Oh my God, make sure you score this." It was like I don't know if it was like a tiebreaker or what, but it was so important for me to score that goal. And some scoring people. I just take my time, I'ma just shoot, and the ball go in. Yeah, the ball go in. And it was at that point I was like, okay, Devani, so why you feel like you're too big, to play netball? You literally basically gave the last like the winning hoop or whatever. You know what I mean? And we did end up winning because that was the final. So we end up winning the interform competition. And that to me was like that to me was like that memory feel good, you understand? But that was grade 9, so PE did done. Anyway, going through high school now, as I passed ninth grade, I started to get my hips, right? Um I started to get my hips. If you don't know how I look, I have a little hip. I have big bottom, but I have like hips and my waist is small. In ninth grade, or going into 10th grade, I think I even got a new uniform when I was to get uniforms again. I used to get them from our dean of discipline, and she used to make them from 7th grade to 9th grade. She used to make them like a box. But I don't know if Miss Waffle ever did. May her soul rest in peace. If she ever did, what you call it, make any uniforms for you guys. But she used to always make them in a box. But you see, once you're in a upper school, girl, she start cut some hip in that, she start cut some shape in it. And I remember I got that uniform, and that uniform made me know say, girl, you don't look bad, like you have little shape and something. And I remember when I used to wear that uniform, that because I think I only had about 2 of them that looked like that, because my other ones could have my other ones could have still fit me. But when I got that uniform, it's like people did start notice me. And me did start notice myself too. First of all, I never even like the man. I never even like boy like that, because to me all of them was just kind of junk rowish. Like I don't like that style there. Like if you're going so. I never like none of them. But yeah, in fourth form is when I felt like people actually started to kind of get to know me, see me past the weight, and I not say I never have no friend or nothing like that, but me myself, I still was not confident. And yeah. Yeah, girl, she used to make them big for first form for true. But and people, I feel like in kind of the end of ninth grade into 10th grade into upper school is when I feel like people started to like me, like guys, and I say, but of course we never like them. We never like them. Never like them at all. There was one particular one where used to get in on my skin, and I don't call the person name on this live. If you don't know who me I talk about, do not call him name, please. He used to get under my skin. He used to swear to me and he was getting married. And I was like, bruh, no, 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 no. I'm not even like you. And I had a thing for good smells. Like if you smell good, I like you, and the person never really. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about that. I'm gonna stop talking about that smell something there because I'm not gonna know who me I talk about. Anyway, as I got into upper school and whatever, like I started to feel more confident. As I say, I started to actually get shape to me now. Like when they actually start getting hip, and it was kind of obvious now that I was getting hip. I was still big same way. I even remember this one time. I feel like you guys know who I'm talking about, you know. Anyway, the person actually just get married recently too. Anyway, and is get married to an Arden girl. Anyway, but yeah, in at the end of high school, so graduate from fifth form, 11th grade, and you go into sixth form. In sixth form, I felt like people had a higher respect for me. As I said, like I feel like people were actually knowing me for me. You know what I mean? Everybody didn't know at that time that, you know, Devani can sing and Devani have nice hair and, you know, Devani not really outspoken, but, you know, kind of, I don't know what the word to say. You know, when you just hold your ground on certain things and certain things you're just not going to do, everybody just knows say, Devani a Christian, if praise and worship needs to do, Devani go to praise and worship. So like people started to get to know me for me. And at that point, you know, yeah, long flowing hair. And at that point, you know, I started to be a lot more confident and started knowing that, you know, Devani is not just about how Devani looks and Devani's weight. Like it's not all about weight. Like, and I think probably prep school kind of messed up my whole mentality on that from the beginning, just because, you know, of the bullying, like people constantly telling you that you're not supposed to look the way that you look. And so that kind of did mess up my mess from a long time. You know what I mean? But when people started to get to know me, for me, like that was a turning point in my life where I'm like, yo, everything is not always about weight, you know? There are so many other qualities that you have to give and to show this world. Yes, girl, sixth form was a turning point for us. Yes, and you see, because sixth form, not everybody who is in 11th grade comes to, hey, come loyalty, welcome, thank you. Yeah, not everybody who go up to 11th grade comes to sixth form, so it was more of like an intimate setting, and a lot of people that I never usually interact with before, we used to start interact with them because, you know, you were then grouped on based on the subjects that you wanted to do in CAPE. CAPE is the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Exam. Basically, your sixth form or 11th grade, 12th grade, 13th grade exam, right? And so I started interacting with a lot of other people and whatever, and I was realizing that, yo, people really rate me differently. So much so that I was actually the deputy head girl. And I was just like, why people want me to be the deputy head girl? I want them seeing me. Like, me? They want me to be deputy head girl? So I did run for head girl and whatever, and we did come second. Roseanne did get the head girl position. I mean, never mind, because part of me still never like hold for attention and them something. But sixth form was a real turning point for me. University, moving right along. University wasn't bad. As I said, university is now even a more diverse crowd, an even more diverse crowd than before. And so, I never feel no way about my weight. I never feel no way about my weight. And then in while I was at university, something happened to me that shall remain nameless. It's not something bad, but it's something bad, but not something bad. But like something happened to me and it caused me to go on this huge weight loss thing. So yes, I still was no, I still knew that I was bigger than a lot of people, but it wasn't like so obvious because other people at uni did big. So like everybody was a different size. There were even people that were bigger than me at uni, and it just wasn't that serious. But me in myself did still feel like me did too fat. All when people they tell me you're not fat, people used to tell me that all the time. You're not fat, you're tall, you're this, you're that, whatever. But me just couldn't see past it sometimes, you know what I mean? And so in about 2014, I thought, yeah, in 2014, so I would have left school 2 years prior, sixth form 2 years prior. In 2014, I went on this huge weight loss thing. When I tell you, girl was working out, I used to jog. around my house, meaning outside in the yard, for twice a day for an hour. And I used to eat barely anything. Like, and I was okay, and I lost a lot of weight. When I say I lost a lot of weight, I lost a lot of weight. So as I said, something did happen, and they just focused so as not to think about what happened. I kind of focused all my energy into losing weight. You know, it's something that I always felt like I wanted to do but couldn't. And girl, lose a lot of weight. And people at one point were like, "Oh my God, why you lose so much weight?" These are the same people that all my life telling me, "You're too fat. You need to lose weight. You need to lose weight. Whatever, whatever." Blah 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 blah. These people are telling me, you're getting too skinny. Like you look stuck out. You look draw down. Yes, Sheds would remember. And if you got on my probably on my Facebook, you would see that time when I actually lost a lot of weight. But yeah, so I lost a lot of weight at that point, and I still wasn't happy. Like I felt good about losing the weight, but I still wasn't happy because now I had people telling me that I'm losing too much weight, and I look stuck out and whatever. And you need to gain back some weight and whatever. And when I tell you I lost the weight in a short space of time, that was probably like I think I was on that kick for like 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I was exercising maybe 4 times or so. Yeah, I think I lost the weight in about 6 weeks. Just going hard and going hard. I think maybe I lost a lot of weight, guys. And it did show a lot. As you know, if you don't know me, like I'm a taller person, so it's easier for me to look smaller down than a shorter person, if you understand what I say. But yeah, like even some clothes I could have all wear size 10 and them something and me never ever wear size 10. But yeah, I still wasn't happy at that point. I mean, just because I was facing another challenge, which was people saying that I was too skinny. Even though I was not skinny, like I wasn't, I think I went down to maybe 100 and maybe 155 or 160. And that to me is kind of small because I'm 5'7". But yeah, I did lose a lot of weight, but I still wasn't happy. Um, graduate college, I gained back a little weight. Maybe I gained back about 5 pounds. I graduated college the following year after I went through that big whole weight loss thing. I probably gained back about 5 pounds. And then, girl, your girl started working. And I mean, I was able to maintain my weight more or less where I was working because I used to carry my lunch and I wasn't really eating a lot. I never used to snack and whatever. But after I left that job and I went to a new job, girl, I started gaining weight, and that was just because where I was working, they had a place where snacks were like available, and your girl started snacking. Like I used to be able to go long periods without eating. That's a long period. I wasn't usually like a breakfast person, so my first meal would be my lunch. That's just the kind of routine I had made for myself, not on purpose, but like I just don't usually eat breakfast in the mornings. I don't know why, I just don't usually feel for anything, but around lunchtime is when I would eat, and then I come home and I just eat something light. But I started snacking, where I was working prior to that, it was just kind of like there was no real place to buy anything. It was kind of very out of the way, down a little lonely road and stuff. There was nothing really nearby for me to just be like, oh, buy stuff. But when I moved jobs, I started to snack. I'm telling you, I start snack, and I started to gain weight. Um, I mean, to me, when I started to gain back that weight, I started to feel a lot better about myself because I was like, yo, girl, your shape good, you look good. You look good. And then at that point, I would have come into like adulthood. So I don't know, like, so for me, like when I was starting high school, I remember I was 180 pounds when I started in high school. And I thought that was so huge, that was such a big weight, like, I'm so heavy, I'm overweight. The people them when them do your orientation and tell you about your weight and something, they used to say, you're overweight, you need to lose weight and whatever. But when you're 180 pounds as an adult, it not look no way because you're an adult. You don't look anyway. You're not being classified as a child, being in a child's weight and whatever. But yeah, started to snack, girl. Started to snack, and I don't know. It's because I started to make my own money at that point too. A lot of what my mother would have make at home and stuff wasn't really becoming that much appealing. So me I make my own money, you know, so I can buy Fat Boy. Me and Sean used to love Fat Boy a lot. Can buy KFC. It's like when I start working is when I start realizing that yeah, you have your own money, you can spend it on food and you can spend it on snacks. Like buy those snacks. And now I have become somebody who loves to snack. Like I'm the type of person where I will not eat regular food. So you see how people like rice and peas, them have them rice and peas and then big food and then this and then that. I could eat snacks all day and be fine. Like I could eat snacks for breakfast, lunch and dinner and I'll be fine. But that not healthy. That not healthy at all. That not healthy for me at all. And that is how I gain weight. Another thing that made me gain weight, I got married and girl, when your girl went on that honeymoon, when your girl went on that honeymoon, your girl came back swollen. Swell up. Swell up. Marriage rate is a real thing. You know, you're in your own house now, so you're worse not have to depend on your parents. You know, if you cook certain things and whatever you can buy. I remember that week when I was off from work. First of all, my honeymoon was, well, one of the places that I went for my honeymoon was bomb. One of the places that I went for my honeymoon was bomb. But but the other place was a bust. But we didn't end up come home and just enjoy the rest of the time. And we buy Popeyes and we go supermarket and we buy this, we buy that. Beer sitting and we were just living our best life. You see, when I go back at work, people, I felt so embarrassed because my work clothes could bear like they were squeezing me. And these are clothes that were big off of me. Big off of me, people. And I felt a ways and I started to feel a lot like really nervous because the people at my workplace, they're very like outspoken and whatever, and then will come in for your body and then something like that. And I was really nervous because I was like, I don't want to face these people because they're going to be like, yeah man, you go away for X amount of days and you come back and you blow up. But yeah, that didn't make me feel bad. Anyway, but the dash them close there. Me, dash them away. Not one my half again. Dash them away. Um, but yeah, and then after being married, like my weight definitely went up. It definitely went up significantly, and it went to a point where I was the highest weight that I was ever. But people used to always tell me that they liked how I looked, just the same. Like you know, you look nice, and I felt like I looked nice because my husband, your husband, loved my body. I'm not telling a lie. My husband loved me and he loved me the way I am. He understand that there are things, yes, that I would want to be smaller, you know, like my belly and my arms, because my arms are a big insecurity for me too. But yeah, I wear my sweet sleeveless and everything same way with my noodle them yeah, my noodle, same way. Um, but yeah, I'm the biggest that I've ever been since I've been married. Um, so throughout my whole life, I have experienced weight loss, weight gain, and I have had issues with body confidence. Now let's fast forward to this year. This year, I wanted to make an effort to exercise. So let me tell you, after I did after I got married and after honeymoon and whatever, and I got to the biggest that I ever was. Well, that I thought I was ever going to be. You know, I was like, yo, I have to go on this keto diet. Me and one of my coworkers were like, yeah, we're going to go on it. And on that keto diet, I lost 15 pounds in 3 weeks. But that keto diet, if you don't know what keto is, basically you eat very, very low carb. Um, yeah. Yeah, my spouse love my man. My spouse said he couldn't even marry a girl when came down for all and so that is no this to anybody, but my husband likes the size that I am. Yeah, let's just say that, you know? And it's not like a fetish kind of thing, just like what him like, you know what I mean? So you have them people that were fetishy and them like a certain size, like if you're not over 300 pounds, they're not interested. You know what I mean? So yeah. Um so I started this keto diet. Keto is a very low carb thing, like you eat like 20 grams or under 20 grams of carbs every day. And it was just not something that was sustainable. And so of course, as soon as I came off that keto diet, because I was depriving myself. So I used to eat like I used to eat eggs. So you can eat fat and you can eat protein, but mostly it's supposed to be mostly fat. So I used to eat like an egg, like an omelette, or like scrambled eggs and like a piece of like bologna or some kind of meat like that, like a chicken slice. That's what I used to eat for breakfast. For lunch, I used to eat vegetables and meat. And I eat very small portions because I get fast really quick, full really quickly. And so that's what I started eating. So I ate that for like 3 weeks and stuff. And I tell you, I lost 15 pounds. And I was like, I felt so good about myself. I was like, yeah, girl, you look good. And I did look good. Because honestly, I didn't want to lose, like, I didn't want to be at 180, if you get what me I said. Because, like, I like the fact that I have hips. I'm a bigger girl. Like, I like that. I'm a waist kind of small. So even though I'm a big, like, my waist feels smaller than the rest of my body. Right? So, and to me, I have a nice little, I have a nice little shape, right? So I never really wanted to, at that point, get like too small, but I did see where I was gaining a lot of weight and I needed to calm down. Yeah. Yes, chef, big up Sean. So I went on the keto diet, lost the 15 pounds in 3 weeks. And I'm not against anybody who does that, but for me, that life is kind of not sustainable. I can't believe my only twist, 6 little twists from the family. That body. Anyway, that's not a sustainable diet for me. I know some people who like have PCOS and stuff say it really helps them to lose weight because I think symptom or cause or side effect or something of PCOS is that you gain a lot of weight and it's hard for you to lose weight. But yeah, I don't think it was sustainable for me. So January, fast forward to January 2020, that is me. And by the way, I did gain back all that weight that I lost on the keto diet. So back at square one, January 2020, I said to myself, I want to approach this whole weight loss or active lifestyle thing differently because I've always approached it in a way where it's like I need to lose this weight and I need to lose this weight fast. And I think that's sometimes how we look at life. We believe that we have a goal and we have to achieve it quickly. You know, we don't a lot of times think about the journey. And that's not to say that you mustn't set your goals must be smart. You know, them teach you that whole smart thing. It must be, time bound and specific, measurable, achievable, whatever. Them teach you all of that in school. And them teach you that now if you research about your goals being smart and whatever. But everything can't just come quick, so everything can't come quick. And whatever to me, sometimes things will come quick. Things that come quick don't end up working out. They don't end up being sustainable. You know what I'm saying? And so this year I decided that I wanted to be on a journey to lose weight when I was doing my goals for the year. I wanted to be on a journey, yes, to lose weight, but I wanted it to be a realistic weight. I was at a point in January where my goal was not to lose 30 pounds or 40 pounds. I was the biggest I ever was, but that was not my goal to lose a lot of weight in a short space of time. I said to myself, I just want to be active. I just want to make doing exercise be a part, like how I eat, like how I sleep. Like I wanted it just to be a part of my lifestyle and a part of my daily or weekly routine. You know, I just wanted to get into the routine of being active. I didn't want to do things because sometimes I see people on Instagram who say they're like coaches and stuff. And honestly, they're honestly doing the most. They literally are doing the most. The things that they're doing, regular people, that is not sustainable for regular people. Some of the things them when we see them I do, I'm just like, you can get the same results without cleaning up your body like that. I honestly, you don't need to be doing the most like that. So I said that I would start out doing something pretty simple. Now, a friend of mine, her mother actually lost like 16 pounds by just walking, and she's an older person. And, them say when you get older, like your metabolism slows down. So I was like, all right, I'm going to start doing that. So on January 2nd, I started and I wrote in my goals that I wanted to work out at least 3 times a week, every week. And I wanted to I had a number there. And right now I'm even rethinking, like, if I really want to be that number, because I really just want to be active. I want being active to just be a part of my lifestyle, as I say. You know what I mean? Because people tend to make you feel that if you're not a specific weight, you're unhealthy. I'm not saying that obesity is not a real thing, you know what I mean? But everybody cannot be 160 pounds. Everybody cannot be 180 pounds. Everybody cannot even be 200 pounds. Some people, based on your height, your bone structure, or your body mass, whatever, it's just not possible. And not because you're not a certain number, it doesn't mean that you're unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at just life, how life is, you know what I mean? There are people who are slim who die from lifestyle diseases, diabetes, whatever. There are other factors that play into people getting sick. It's not only your weight. Yes, your weight does play a part in it, but you can't say that because you're X amount of weight, that you're 90 pounds, that you'll never get diabetes and whatever. People who weigh 90 pounds, there are some people who weigh 90 pounds who literally eat sweetie, candy, pizza every day, and they don't gain a lot of weight, but their organs and whatever are still being affected. You get what I say? So to me, I was just like, I'm not gonna base a number on the scale to whether I'm healthy or not. And let me just say, I've never ever had any health conditions or whatever in my entire life. I've never been diagnosed with like high blood pressure, diabetes, anything like that. I've never had anything like that. You know what I mean? People just always used to tell me like you're just too fat, like you just need to lose weight. And as I said, like my parents never cook badly. They cook very nutritious meals for us, me and my brother. So it's not like I was eating terribly. Yes, I have fallen off of it since I get married because I don't do the same things. I don't cook the same way that my mother would have cooked. You know what I mean? Like if I don't feel to cook today, I'll just buy some KFC. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't a thing in my house. Like we didn't eat fast food like that. But I don't know. I just feel like some days I can't eat fast food. I don't know. I feel like you. But anyway, eating too much of it definitely makes you gain a lot of weight. And I just want it to be healthy. Worse, if you're eating those kind of foods and you're not doing any activity, like that is just a recipe for disaster. So as I say, I'm gonna start in January. So I'm gonna do this thing called 1 mile walk on YouTube. So I searched for it. I played it first before I did it, just to make sure it was doable because some of these things that them telling people to do when you're at a point where you haven't worked out in such a long time, you cannot just put people to be running miles and miles and miles. People who are heavier, people who running will make them joints pain them. Like you can't do those things. So I said I would start off walking. I mean, I love to walk. I take the bus and I just always enjoyed walking, honestly. Well, I'm forgetting the bus start with me here. Toot, toot, toot. But anyhow, so I started off doing this thing. Wow, thanks for that. Called 1 mile walk on YouTube. So it's basically you're really walking 1 mile, but it doesn't feel like 1 mile because you're doing different exercises. So you're walking, you always go back to walking, but you might do like a what do you call it something where you lift up your foot and come for like tiny. It's almost like is it it's not aerobics it name, but that's it name. And you're lifting your hands and like it's a full body workout, but it don't feel that way. So I started doing that and I did that for a couple months. But then I felt like I started to get used to it because I was doing it so often and I started off working out probably like 4 times a week or so. And that was good enough for me. It was hard a lot of times because I do take the bus. I live far from where I work and I take the bus and sometimes it would be rough to come home from work in the evenings and want to work out because I would reach home like 7 o'clock after 7, depending. And it used to be a lot, but I just tried to do it because the 1 mile walk was literally 15 minutes. And I told myself, it's 15 minutes. You can do it. Like you can do it. And so I was doing that, but I started to get used to it. And my husband loves to work out. If you don't know my husband, he's very muscular and he's very look good. Like him, love the gym something else. But he started to introduce me to weight training. And a lot of women I find are not really very big on weight training just because sometimes when you're lifting weights and stuff, it may kind of feel like you're getting a masculine look. But some people, what I've realized is that some people want that masculine look. Some women, they're literally bodybuilders and they like that kind of physique. But ain't nothing wrong with women lifting. And so I did start lifting at that point. So he would have given me him say him put me on the husband plan. So him say anybody who ask you what you do, for Instagram, tell them say put it on your husband's plan. So I was on my husband's plan. And so basically Yeah. Yes, Janelle. Yes, lifting weights is where it's at. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of has been a struggle because I feel like I've gotten used to the weights that I'm currently lifting, but it's like I cannot find weights since we've been on stay home orders. I feel like everybody just kind of buy up the weights because they want to be working out at home because they can't get to go to the gym. And by the way, I don't go to the gym. I work out at home. But But yeah, so he put me on a program where I would do arms because I told him like I like my legs and I feel like my lower body look nice. It looked nice to me. I like my lower body. Yeah, I like my hips and whatever. But more on the bottom, a little perky, and kind of, you know what I mean? And my arms, of course, is my problem area. Which I mean, like they have come a far way. Honestly, they have come a far way. And then of course my belly. Everybody want to put down their belly. Um, so he put me on a plan where I was to do arms 3 times out the week because I started working out like I don't know. I started working out every day at one point, and then some weeks I would just work out one day. But every single week since January, I have worked out. There was not one week where I did not do even one day of exercise, which I'm so happy about because this is the longest I have ever stuck to. I feel like I'm forgetting to twist my hair that I'm doing a twist. Anyway, it was the longest that I have ever worked out consistently. And that really was what I wanted to achieve when I made my list in January. That's what I wanted to achieve. I just wanted to have exercise and just be a part of what I do on a daily. And I wanted to reach to a point where if I don't exercise, I feel funny. Like I feel like I have to do it. Yes, it's still rough for me. There are times when I just don't want to do it. But I've gotten into a